Hey, I bought a bunch more Blu-Rays. Alright, let's get to it. So, today I bought 30 Blu-Rays and I'm just going to go through them, but this is going to be the first part of I don't know how many segments are going to be in this video. We will see. You know, you can check. I don't know yet. I haven't shot them yet. But as of recording, it is December the 13th, 2020. And so this is going to be the first part of a movie haul of mine over the next couple... I don't know, over the next month or so. This will be like my end of 2020 to start of 2021 kind of movie haul, covering all the things that I buy over the next month or so. Yeah, so today I bought 30 movies, 14 of them were new to me, and 16 of them were kind of like upgrades from DVD to Blu-ray. So I'm going to go through the ones that are new to me first, and then I'll get to the other ones after. That's kind of how it works. All right, yeah. Let's do that. Let's do the thing I just said. Alright, so first up is this one called Everything Everything. This is just crinkly in the wrapper, perfectly brand new, and I got it for $4. That's another thing. Every single movie that I'm about to go through, I got all of them for $4 each. So, I mean, how good's that? This is not like the best film of all time. It's just like a teenage romance thing where one of them is sick. It's kind of like The Fault in Our Stars or whatever. Yeah, it's not like great, but I like it. It's solid. Me and my wife liked it when we watched it. So we're like, hey, that's a good find. Let's get it. And then next up is Hunt for the Wilder People. Now, this is Taika Waititi, who I'm not like the biggest fan of. I do like him quite a lot, but I think that he's a bit overrated if you ask me, just because his humor doesn't always work. That being said though, I do really appreciate his work. Like I do really think that there should be more filmmakers like this guy. He has this kind of edge to him. He has this originality. Nobody quite makes a film like Taika Waititi. You can tell when you're watching one of his movies. You know what I mean? Yeah, and this is maybe this is his best one. He also did Thor Ragnarok, if you don't know, which is a contender for his best one. And then there's Jojo Rabbit, which I think is also very good. So I do think is good, but I just don't love him. But I am like looking forward to seeing what he does next, because I do think he's a solid filmmaker. Then next up is The Frighteners, which is another movie, an early work of Peter Jackson, who I did a review of his earlier last year, I guess, by the time this goes up, covering the movie Brain Dead or Dead Alive, depending on where you're from. This is another one that's kind of in the same vein. It's a horror comedy. It's not quite as gory as that movie, but it's very fun. It stars Michael J. Fox, the dude from Back to the Future, and he can communicate to ghosts, and wacky, hijinks ensue and whatever. It's fun. It does get quite dramatic by the end, though, I have to say, and I was kind of surprised by that. But yeah, it's pretty awesome. Then there is Vacation, and I know this isn't like the best film of all time, but sometimes movies like these make me feel like I'm an idiot when it comes to film. It's like, do I know nothing? Because everybody pretty much hated this, and I was like, I thought it was fine. I don't know, am I missing something? Like, I don't think it's great. I don't think it's like, it's not something that is just so mind-blowingly good, but it was just, I don't know, it was funny, it was whatever. Chill out, man. Alright, then next up is The Witch, or The Vitch, however you want to say it. This is the preceding film... Preceding? Whatever the word is. This is the one before The Lighthouse came out, by the same director. I forgot the guy's name. Edgar J... It's not on the back, so there we go. How good's that? Make me look like an idiot. I could check, but... Yeah. This one's really good, though. It's really interesting. Apparently, the way that they speak is really accurate to the era. This is set in, like, the 1600s? 1630. I was right. And it stars Anya Taylor-Joy, who is kind of pretty famous now and stuff. So if you're interested in that and everything, I would recommend it. I will say, though, that it's very unconventional. And it's very, like, it's not a structured narrative. It's not something that's going to satisfy you by the end, where everything is kind of tied up in a neat little bow. It's interesting, yeah. And if you're into that kind of thing, you've probably already seen it. So anyway, next up is Maleficent, which isn't a movie that I think is all that great, to be honest, but it is a movie that I didn't own. And me being me, I must own
all the movies in the world.
So I bought Maleficent. That's That's the point of that anecdote. Then there's The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. This is the American remake with Daniel Craig, as you can see by looking at the cover. This is not probably like, this was more for my wife than for me. She's like pretty into this. I'm like, I don't super love the genre, like the kind of, you know, it's sort of detective-y, it's sort of revenge kind of thing. Like I do like revenge movies. I don't know. I'm not sure what I'm saying. This was more for my wife's, but it's a good pick. It's a welcome addition to my collection. And yeah, it's good. I'm not going to say a bad thing about this. Very well made. Yeah. Then there is Sinister, which I was surprised that I didn't already have on DVD, to be honest. I checked before I bought it, and yep, no, I don't. While I don't think this is like as good as The Conjuring or Insidious or any of the James Wan movies, I will say that it's kind of trying to get into that level. It's trying to be a little more artsy, I guess. It's trying to, you know, in terms of being a jump scare film, it's one of the ones that gets a little bit ambitious when it comes to the filmmaking behind it. Tries to have a little fun with gimmicks and that kind of stuff. And it's fairly good, but yeah, I don't think it touches anything like The Conjuring, if you ask me. Then there is A Dog's Purpose, which is a guilty pleasure. I get into this movie a little bit. I've watched it twice. Come on, it's a dog. Look at it. Oh. I am not proud of this one. But it's a movie I didn't own, and like I said with Maleficent, I have to own every movie in the world, so A Dog's Purpose. Another one that I'm not like super proud of, but Secret Life of Pets. This movie is a massive letdown, to be honest. Like, I thought it was going to be really cute to see kind of the secret life of the pets, what they do when we're not with them and all this stuff, and it turned out to be just this big stupid like adventure type of film, instead of being like where they're set in their home and they have their own little pet problems and stuff. Like, instead it turns into this giant kind of roller coaster of events and stuff, and I'm like, yeah, it's a bit dumb. And then there's the bunny voiced by Kevin Hart, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, can we not do that? But I don't know, it's cute, whatever. Then there is the Hulk with this stupid sticker that I still have to rip off. No, sorry, not the Hulk, just Hulk. This is just called Hulk. The Eric Bana Hulk from 2003. Not a great film, but I kind of want to have all the superhero movies, all the Marvel movies one day. So, one step closer to that. Then there is Jurassic Park, which is a movie that unbelievably I didn't own. Now, I'm not like the biggest fan of Jurassic Park. It's not one that I have watched like hundreds of times. But it's kind of a movie that like you need to own. I'm not going to say a bad thing about Jurassic Park. And now I own it on Blu-ray, because why would I not own Jurassic Park on Blu-ray? Then there is Candyman, which is a movie that I actually haven't seen, but it seems super up my alley, and I reckon I'm going to like this quite a lot. Yeah. Then there is, lastly, this is the last one of the Blu-rays that I didn't already have on DVD. Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald, which isn't a great movie. I know it's kind of a mess, and I don't know what's like. Mads Mikkelsen is apparently taking over the role of Grindelwald. J.K. Rowling has been cancelled. Like, it's a mess. The franchise has really gone to shit since post Harry Potter, but I don't hate it. I kind of like it. You know, there are elements that I like about this. It's kind of cool. It's just nice and nostalgic to go back to the Wizarding World and all that stuff. And I like Newt Scamander and everything. And young Dumbledore, kind of, it's all okay. It's a big letdown from the first one that came out, but I don't know. It's in the plastic wrapping, brand new. It's a fairly recent movie. I got it for $4, so fuck yeah, man. I don't know. I definitely thought it was still worth buying. And now we are up to the movies that I upgraded from DVD to Blu-ray. Let's get to that. So first up is Prisoners. This is like my third favorite movie of all time or something like that. Definitely in my top 10. Directed by Denis Villeneuve, the dude who did Arrival and Sicario and Blade Runner 2049 and a couple others. And yeah, he's fantastic. Jake Gyllenhaal, he's my favorite actor, but Hugh Jackman really steals the show here. Jesus Christ. This movie is depressing and he sells the hell out of it. Speaking of Hugh Jackman though, by the way, Then there's Logan, which I didn't have on Blu-ray, but had on DVD. Obviously, you already know that because that's what category I'm doing right now. Logan is probably, possibly one of, well, I don't know. It's probably the best superhero movie, really, maybe, to be honest. But it's not the best representation of a superhero movie, if that makes sense. You know, it's more of a Western, as everybody says. But, that being said, it's a damn fucking good one. This is an instant classic. As soon as it came out, like, man, this is going to be watched and talked about for years and years and decades to come. And then next up are all of the Harry Potter movies, except for the first one because I already got that one for $2 a month ago. Yeah, as I said, these were all about $4, so that means that I got, if my calculations are correct, which they very well may not be, I could check right now, but anyway, I got all of the Harry Potter movies for about $30. So that's pretty damn good on Blu-ray, obviously. Yeah, so you know what they are: Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, Goblet of Fire, Order of the Phoenix, very best one. And then there's the Half-Blood Prince, which came in this kind of cool slipcover thing. Yep, that's cool. Then there's... Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, you're witnessing a mistake right now. On camera, right now. Oh, no. I got the Half-Blood Prince twice instead of getting the Deathly Hallows Part 1. That makes me so sad. It's okay, I'll get it next time. Okay, let's get to the next ones. Right, it's been about an hour since I realized I made my dumb mistake. Got it, fixed, no problem. Dude was super nice about it. Also, I got The Revenant while I was out, which apparently I already owned. So now I have 2 copies of this. Just mistakes everywhere. I'm dumb. Then there is Star Wars The Force Awakens. Sorry for my stupid mistake right there. Possibly my favorite Star Wars. I feel so stupid right now. Then there is Hot Fuzz and The World's End. I already had Shaun of the Dead on Blu-ray. Now I got the whole Cornetto trilogy, which is definitely something worth having. Then there's Inglourious Bastards, which is probably Quentin Tarantino's best movie. It was the one that I ranked up highest. Then there is Inside Out, which I'm very happy to get because the DVD cover that I had of this was just terrible, ripped to shreds and just in very bad quality. So yeah, I want to have all the Pixar movies on Blu-ray eventually. Then there's Insidious, the first Insidious. I'll probably get Insidious 2 at some point if I can find it cheap. Absolutely love the series. Don't know if I got 3 and 4. They're not quite on par, but yeah, very happy to find that. I should probably get all of the James Wan movies on DVD because I'm a massive fan of James Wan. And then last of which, the movies that I had on DVD that I got on Blu-ray today is the first Deadpool. I mean, big fan of Deadpool. There you go. Anyway, I'm so disappointed about the stupid fucking Harry Potter thing. That's kind of where my mind is still at right now. Oh my god. Anyway, thank you for watching. This is the first part. You'll see me next time when I'm guessing I have the correct movie. Now I'm just going to flash forward to the next iteration of this video. I'm guessing I'm going to shoot it in a few weeks or something. After Christmas, I'll have bought a bunch more movies and stuff. We'll see. And yeah, see me next time when I don't feel so stupid for buying the wrong movie. Hey, so it's another day. Today's the day after Christmas as of recording. So let's get to some stuff that my wife got me yesterday, which was awesome. And then there will be one more part, or I don't know, maybe there'll be 2 more parts or whatever, but I'm going to buy more movies today as of recording. And so you'll see that part next in the video, whatever I end up getting. And yeah, that'll be it. Okay, so first up is this Scream collection on Blu-ray. All of the Scream movies, 1 to 4. So it's a bit annoying that number 5 is coming out because this is going to be rendered outdated soon enough. But, you know, it's cool. Yeah, all the Scream movies. I'm happy with them. I already had them all on DVD somewhere there, but now I got them on Blu-ray. You know me, I like to upgrade everything nowadays. Then next up is Day of the Dead, the original Day of the Dead. This is the Ultimate Edition. I think that just means the other disc is all special features and stuff. So yeah, cool. Day of the Dead is my favorite of the original George Romero trilogy. So yeah. Then next up is Chronicle, which is a movie that I remember actually not loving, but I requested it. I wanted to get this one because I really want to rewatch it. Truth be told, I was listening to a podcast from the year that this came out, 2011 or 12 or something, and they were just talking about how good it was, and I'm like, maybe I should try that again. So yes, I'm the type of nerd that listens to nearly 10-year-old podcasts about movies because, I don't know, that's just who I am, man. Then next up is the original Terminator on Blu-ray. So I guess this is like the remastered thing of the original film. Yeah, I'm pretty excited actually to see how this looks, kind of like the quality and everything. And come on, like if I'm upgrading all my movies and stuff, I need the Terminator. Hot take, I might have said this in a video recently or previously, but I think I like the original Terminator more than I do T2. So there you go. But let's get to the main event of this segment of the video, shall we? Alright, so big thing, okay? I mentioned that I really wanted the Friday the 13th Scream Factory box set thing. That beautiful one that came out over Halloween and that a lot of people got. So let's build to. I'm trying to explain. So the issue with that box set is that it is the wrong region in Australia. So we can't exactly play them, at least not on just our standard, well, the Xbox One. That's what I watch everything on at the moment. That's what I've got. That's what I got. So my wife got me this, which is our shitty little Australian version of the Friday the 13th collection. And it's not shitty, it's still cool, but it is missing 2 movies in Jason X and Jason Goes to Hell. Doesn't have either of those, but has everything else from the original to the remake. So that's cool and all, you know, it's in this cool case and everything. Obviously all the Blu-rays. It's kind of what you get when you get Blu-rays, right? But there's nothing too fancy about it. It's just the discs, pretty standard. But, you know, it's definitely cool because I want to watch some of the ones I haven't actually seen all of these movies yet. I never got to see 3 because when I was watching through this series a couple of years ago for the first time, number 3, the only copy I found was like the blue and red on top of each other, shitty kind of thing. And like, I didn't have 3D glasses or whatever. So I'm like, well, fuck, I can't watch 3 now, I guess. So we skipped 3 and then, I don't know. I missed a few. I've seen most of them, but I missed a few. I might not have seen like 6. Maybe I haven't seen 8 or something. Whichever ones they are. Yeah, I've definitely seen 1, 2, 4. Think I've seen 5. Definitely seen Jason Takes Manhattan. I've definitely seen Jason X. Definitely seen the remake. I may not have seen the New Blood and Jason Lives, possibly. I think those are maybe the 2 I haven't seen, and number 3. So I'm excited to watch those because, yeah, that's cool. I like this franchise quite a bit. Like, they're kind of shitty films, but like, you know, they're fun. You know what they are. Yeah. But, even though it's the wrong region, my wife still got me the beautiful giant one because, honestly, aesthetics alone, I wanted this. I talked about it, talking about how much I wanted this. At the moment, we have nothing to play it on, but I do plan to get like a multi-region Blu-ray player, and then it shouldn't be an issue. At the moment, yeah, this can't play on the Xbox One, unfortunately, but it's still fucking cool to have, man. It's so beautiful. Look at them all there. Look at them all. Ah. I love this. I love this set so much. I just love the artwork so much on on this box and everything, and a bunch of the actual discs and stuff have like reversible covers and everything. I like just the classic poster one a bit more than that alternate one, but still, like, it's pretty awesome to just have this. By the way, actually, I should mention I'm also going to get new shelves quite soon at some point. So I'm gonna have to go through all these and reorganize and stuff. You will definitely be seeing my Friday the 13th Deluxe Collector's Edition box set, whatever it's called, up here somewhere. I'm definitely planning to have that one on display for videos. Yeah, so I don't know when. It might not be for another couple months and stuff. I've already got some stuff filmed and everything that you're gonna be seeing in the next month or whatever. So it'll be this for a bit, but and maybe even what my shelves looked like before this. But soon enough, we'll get to whatever I do with my whole new shelves and everything that goes on. Like, yeah, I have a lot of organizing to do. I have a lot of buying to do today, Boxing Day sales and all that. And I've completely run out of room. I've got piles of Blu-Rays over there, like, quite literally. I ran out of room for these. And DVDs here. Anyway, but yeah, this is the whole set here, all of the movies. It's got this little booklet of behind the scenes stuff and everything. And a bonus disc and stuff, which I'll be able to watch when I get that multi-region Blu-ray player. And yeah, but for now, it's just fucking sick to have. It just looks cool. It's beautiful. It's an awesome collector's edition, and I'm happy to have it. I'm really happy to have it. Thank you to my wife. Thank you, Beck. I love you. I don't call you Beck ever, but for the video, we're being formal. Okay. And that's all. This isn't the biggest update, but I talked for a while. Let's get to the next section of this video. Oh, one more thing. So hopefully this part of the video that you're watching right now looks a little bit better to the last segment of this video, maybe, because I got a new phone. Also, my wife also organized on Christmas for us to upgrade our phones. So I was shooting on a Pixel 3 before. That's what I used to shoot my videos, just my phone. Yes, I'm not like a super pro with good cameras and shit. It's just my phone. But now I've got a Pixel 5, so hopefully it's a bit better. Yep. Cool. Next part of the video. Hey, another day, another not dollar, another less dollars. Another day, another stack of Blu-Rays, if you're me. You know the drill. This is another day, so yeah, another stack of Blu-Rays. Alright, so let's go. I got these just today, most of these, except for 2 of them I got yesterday. Okay, so first up is Black Panther, which is one that I definitely needed, so I'm glad I have it. I didn't have the DVD or anything of that, so brand new buy. It's one you definitely need. It's one of the, you know, well, if you ask me, actually, it's not one of my favorite of the MCU movies, but, I mean, when it comes to the MCU, it's hard to crack that because they're all so good, and Black Panther is very, very good. So yeah, same goes with Ant-Man and the Wasp. Again, it's not the best. It's probably middle tier when it comes to Marvel, but again, middle tier for Marvel, that's still pretty damn good. Then there's Venom, which is kind of good bad. It's a silly movie. He makes out with Venom at one point, a Venom lady, and it's strange. What a strange movie. But I like it enough to buy. And then there's Avengers Age of Ultron, which is an upgrade. I have the DVD of that. Honestly, it's one of my favorite of the Avengers movies. Sorry, I guess I'm an idiot if you ask the internet, because everybody hates that one, but I quite like it. Then another upgrade, that's Spider-Man Homecoming. Now I own all of the Spider-Mans on Blu-ray, the Spider-Men. I have them all on Blu-ray now, so that's good. I can watch him in HD. What, I think DVDs are HD, technically. 720 is HD. 1080p, whatever. Anyway, then there's Wreck-It Ralph 2, Ralph Breaks the Internet, which is fun. I'm not crazy passionate about this movie or anything, but like, you know, it's fun. I like it. It's cool. And then there's Toy Story 4, which I think is arguably an unnecessary sequel, but it's a very good unnecessary sequel. Next up is Jumanji: The Next Level. I unabashedly love these stupid Jumanji reboot movies. I'm not exactly proud of it. I thought they looked like total trash when they came out. I was not interested. It was just a bunch of Kevin Hart yelling because he's scared and Jack Black acting like a girl and whatever. But then I watched them and fucking hell, I kind of really like those movies quite a bit. I hope they make a third one. Alright, so now that we're through the superheroes and fun shit, let's get to the drama. So yeah, this is all the stuff that I bought today. First up is A Star Is Born. Obviously, this is the remake one, as you can see, with Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga. And I mean, it's good. It's not as good as, you know, your mum probably says it is. Like, this movie got very popular among people who aren't cinephiles and that kind of thing. Like, kind of like The Greatest Showman. This is your mum's favorite movie, you know? But still, it's still very good. And then there's this pretty underrated one called Ben Is Back. I watched this one with my family and they didn't like it, and it took me completely out of it when I rewatched it. But when I watched it in cinemas, I was very moved by this, and I think it's great. And then there's Ford v Ferrari, which I actually have not seen yet. Yeah, very much need to do so. It was like an Oscar contender last year or earlier this year or whatever. And yeah, this was $6 though. So I'm like, well, that's a fairly new movie on Blu-ray, award-winning type of stuff that I haven't seen. I thought I should get it. I did the responsible thing. Then there's another very underrated one, Infinitely Polar Bear. This is about a guy with bipolar, and it's very grounded, very realistic. It's not exactly a fun movie. But yeah, it shows the ugly side of mental illness, and it does it very well, if you ask me. Yeah, probably the best of the bunch of the stuff that I bought today, maybe, in terms of quality, in terms of movies that I would recommend to somebody who's looking for this type of movie. It's great. Then there's John Wick 3, Parabellum, which I think isn't quite as good as the first one. Maybe it's as good as the second. I don't know. I don't know what I think of the second and third. First is easily the best, but still, it's still John Wick. It's more of the same, and it's fun. It's just fun as hell. It's definitely one I'm going to rewatch. Like, John Wick is a franchise that is easily rewatchable. And then I got RoboCop, the original RoboCop on Blu-ray, the newly remastered, as it says. Yeah, I don't know, and I'm not proud of this, but I don't think I've seen all of RoboCop all the way through. And I really need to do that, because I like what I have seen. And that scene at the start where Murphy is getting killed is just etched into my brain. It's so fucking horrible. But yeah, RoboCop is cool as hell. I gotta watch the rest of it. I'm not sure if I've seen it all or not. I don't know. I know I've seen the highlights for sure. Anyway, then next up is actually a 4K. I'm starting to invest in some 4Ks now. 4K Ultra HD Blu-rays, that is. Jurassic World 2, The Fallen Kingdom. It's not a movie that I absolutely love to death, but I do think it's fun enough. I like it okay. And it was fairly cheap to get the 4K, so you know, I figured I should. I really want to test out what these 4Ks look like compared to the Blu-rays. That being said, I did buy another 4K that I will get to in a moment. And when I tested it, when I watched it, I actually thought it looked pretty much the same as Blu-rays. That might be an issue with my TV though. I haven't quite figured out the 4K yet. I'm still learning about this stuff really. As like a big movie fan and a collector, I feel pretty dumb and uneducated when it comes to this stuff, but I'm trying to teach myself when it comes to everything, and I'm hoping to get a new TV at some point, and I'm hoping to achieve that 4K look that I'm really looking for. Yeah, I'll get to that other 4K in a sec. Yeah, there's not too many more left now. Next up is Zombieland 2 Double Tap, which came out in cinemas last year, and I saw that movie in a stupid motion seat where like literally the seat would like move around and vibrate and shit when they're doing stuff. It was such a gimmick, so unnecessary, but it'll make me always remember that movie and that experience. It was fun. Then next up is The Perfect Host, which I've talked about in like 2 of my last videos. I'm talking about this movie too much now, but if you haven't heard of it, it's basically about this crazy guy with imaginary friends, and it is great. It's so good. It's hilarious. It's kind of horrifying. It's kind of everything, man. That film is a ride. Then next up is Little Monsters, another fairly underknown film. Then another couple horror movies. There's Paranormal Activity, the marked ones, which is actually a good one, believe it or not. I'm not a fan of the Paranormal Activity series, but this one is kind of like a spin-off. And I like it quite a lot. It's a bit different from the others. I think it's pretty cool. It's creative. I don't know, if Paranormal Activity isn't typically your thing, maybe give that one a go, because I think that's possibly the best one. And then there's Escape Room, which is a bit of a silly movie if I'm being honest, but I like it. I like doing escape rooms. You know, I've done a number of escape rooms in real life, and I've never won because I'm so stupid. It's sad but true. But another thing that you should know about them is that they're rigged. They're fucking rigged, and you can't beat them. They're unbeatable. You can't win. Look, I can't do it. I'm not good enough. I don't think I'm okay with that. What if I'm never good enough at escape rooms? It really wouldn't matter. It's not a skill that you need. Hey, we're wearing the same t-shirt and have the same face. Then there is Annabelle Comes Home, the third Annabelle. And yeah, better than you would think. These Annabelle sequels are much better than you'd think they'd be. After the first one, which I think is pretty it's just okay, I guess. The second one really pulls through with being quite good. And then, yeah, the third as well. 2 and 3 are quite good. And then, lastly, I've saved these special kind of ones for last. I've got these 2 VHS style covers, but they're actually Blu-rays and a 4K here. So first there's Total Recall, which is just your standard Blu-ray, but still that's pretty cool. I really love this retro kind of look, and it really works for Total Recall as well. You know, since it's kind of like your retro future thing that this is about. It's not a movie that I'm absolutely in love with, if I'm being honest, this or the other one that I'm about to talk about, but I just thought that they were really cool cases and they were quite cheap, and this other one is a 4K, so I thought they were worth buying. Cool packaging. I'm a sucker, I guess. They got me with their cool packaging, but still, you know, I don't dislike it. Total Recall is awesome, so yeah. And then there is, Captain Marvel. This is the other 4K that I bought. It has both the 4K and the Blu-ray, but unfortunately, the thing that I noticed when opening it is that literally they give you nothing. They give you just the disc. I thought with this kind of packaging and stuff, I guess it didn't promise anything inside or anything on the back or whatever, but I just thought there might be a little something, you know, just anything really, but it was just the disc and that's all. And I was a little bit disappointed by that, to be honest, but what are you going to do? It's not that big of a deal, but still, really cool packaging. I like that it's the VHS thing. To be honest, like, I kind of wish it was a different movie because I'm not like the biggest fan. I would have liked to just get the standard Blu-ray of Captain Marvel, but I wanted to get one of these, and the rest of the movies in this format weren't really movies I liked all that much. There were some older, like, music-based movies that, like, I just don't really care about, so it was cool, and I wanted to get it. But what I was saying before, though, when it comes to the 4K and the quality and all that stuff, is that this looks the same to me as the Blu-ray. I was a bit disappointed by that as well. It didn't. It looks good. It looks fantastic, but so do Blu-rays. And I just didn't think that the 4K, maybe I was expecting too much, but it looked pretty much like a Blu-ray to me. I don't know. Either that's my TV, I'm blind, or some other possibility. I'm not sure, but yeah. Either way, it's a cool buy. I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I got both of these and all of these, and it's cool. As for the entire video that you are watching right now, I think that's probably enough. I went through some stuff, ended the year, and we'll see what I buy for the rest of this new year. Hopefully a good amount, but I don't know if I'm quite going to match the levels that I've been buying in the past month or two. It might slow down a bit going into this new year because, you know, I can't quite keep up with all that spending and all of these movies. But yeah, still definitely going to collect. I'm so glad that I'm building all these Blu-rays so much. And now that I'm saying everything out loud, just track back for a second there. Backtrack, whatever. Maybe I will buy as many as I've been buying, let's be honest. I don't know, we'll see. Thank you for watching. This will be the end of the video. This will be the last segment. Because, yeah, that's enough for now. And I'll get into buying some more stuff in the coming months and make some more videos like these. So yeah, do the things that the YouTubers always say to do in their videos. You know what the things are.